What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris and Shell Talk Movies. I'm Chris.
I'm Shell, and that was Caskets. I haven't said that in a while.
No. And tonight we're talking about the new Scream 8 writers. Is it a good idea? Is it bad? We're going to talk about it, and would like your input as well.
Yeah,
So,
because we're not sure what we think.
No, I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's not a lot of evidence to go by. So, Shell, where do you want to start?
Oh, why do I have to go first? All right, so they're best known, and it says that, and I have notes, so I'm going to kind of read them, but it says they're known for their work as, and it says showrunners. To me, that you're not a showrunner if you've only written 2 episodes.
Yeah.
If you've only written 2 episodes, you are people who wrote 2 episodes, not a showrunner. And they are executive producers. I get that. But a producer's not a writer. A producer puts out the money to make the show happen.
Yep.
They also have written some episodes of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I've never seen, although it is on my list. Fringe, Haven, Human Target, which I've never heard of. And I was very excited when I saw they wrote Suits, because I really like the pacing of Suits and the character interaction and the drama of it all.
Yeah.
But only 4 episodes of that. And what they did write a lot of was Prodigal Son, which I did watch, which was outstanding.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of misdirects, and it was about a serial killer and the cops that are trying to catch him, one of which being his son. And that was really well done. So if they can bring just that, then maybe the mystery part of 8 will be better than 7. I mean, it has to be better than 7.
I can agree with that.
But I think that part of their writing is good. But they have very limited horror experience. They wrote the Buffy revival episode that everything I've read about it, it was awful. God awful.
Okay.
And we don't have a director yet. So we don't know if they're going to mesh with the director.
True. Before we go any further, hey, Kyle, good to see you.
Hi, Kyle.
We got Henry in the house. Morning.
Hi, Henry.
And we've also got I'll Be Right Back. Hello, everyone.
I'll be right back.
Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, what you've just talked about, Shell, I'm very, very concerned myself on exactly the points you've just talked about. They, the way they sort of announced this was, I don't care that it's 2 women going to be directing this, but the way they taught it, the way they brought it up was like they were some like hot shot writers. But you go into their IMDb, you look at what they've written. Isn't really a lot. They don't have any experience in horror at all, which is very concerning for me, to be honest. Coming into the 8th film with, which a lot of people are going to have a lot of expectations on, because whether you like 7 or you don't, I think everyone's going to have a lot of expectations on 8.
Right.
So I think with them not having
the whole world's really watching it.
Yeah. So I think with them not having a lot of experience in writing and horror, I definitely think they could have used someone better.
And I just went in to check how many episodes of Prodigal Son they wrote. 4. So they have like 22 episodes of television under their belt.
Yes.
And that's it. So that's even more concerning, because the article I read said they wrote Prodigal Son. So I took that to mean they did more than 4 episodes.
Hey,
Good morning, Em. Oh, Henry's TGIFing.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah. So they do bring a fresh energy to it.
I'll give them that.
They do have strong. They write characters really well. I mean, obviously they do what they've done well, because I didn't notice, and I assume you didn't notice when we were watching Suits, the writers change as the episodes changed. Part of that would be the director though as well, but and they do have that mystery thing
Yes.
with Prodigal Son, which gives me a little bit of hope. But 4 episodes is not a feature-length film. They've never done a feature-length film. And while people say, you know, oh, a film is just a really long TV episode, no, it's really not. It's a season of TV in 2 hours. So I don't know. I don't care that they're women. I don't care if an 8-year-old writes this movie, if it's good.
Yeah.
If they can, I don't know. I'm just really nervous.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, what I was also going to say before, and kind of what you've picked up already, like we thought they had written more stuff, and I actually went into the IMDb to have a look, and I saw they had Suits, and like we talked about, you know, Suits was very high on drama, suspense. So I really thought they had that going for them, but like we just said, they did 4 episodes, but they supervised 34.
Right.
So it's not a lot for me. I really would have rather they pick someone else.
Yeah. I mean, but like, who picked them? Who picks the writer anyway? The studio?
I would say it would have been probably Paramount.
Because it wasn't the director, obviously, because we don't have one.
Because we don't have one. I'm saying I have one issue with them being women, which we'll discuss on Sunday, but nothing against them. That's true, Em.
Mm.
You know, I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but like I said before, coming to the 8th film and they don't really have a lot of horror experience or writing experience. It's going to be very interesting because, you know, are people really going to hate? Are people already going to hate this one more than? Because we know what people think about 7.
Right, and they, I mean, obviously, the pressure on them is to make a good film.
Yeah,
that's the pressure on every writer. The mega pressure on them is to make a better film.
Yeah.
Than all the complaints that are in 7. So I genuinely hope that they are sitting down, watching YouTube, and listening to all of our complaints and our criticisms, because we know better than they do. And I mean, that sounds cocky and arrogant, but we, as people who sit here and do this and yap about movies, they know less than we do about Scream. I don't care if they've seen Scream 1,000 times. They don't talk about it the way that we talk about it. So their knowledge of it is substantially limited, comparatively speaking. So you know that those Paramount people were sitting there watching YouTube. That's why they have all the YouTubers at the Scream 7 premiere and blah, blah, blah. And they got certain prizes because they were doing Scream stuff on YouTube and Paramount stuff. So I need those writers to do the same thing. They need to look around and see what the fan base is thinking.
Yes.
Even just go on Reddit, not people on YouTube. Go on Reddit, Scream 7 problems. And I mean, the list is monumental. And it's really all the same. It's all about the reveal. And even the Stu people are saying, figure it out. He's either alive or he's dead, and we need to know for sure.
Well, I'm done. Oh, definitely done with Stu. I'm over that. So they're going to do,
but they're not.
Oh, that's also the thing we don't know about. We don't really know about them. Sort of like their stance or what they're going to do. Whether they're going to give us the fan service, whether they're going to give people the fan service and stuff it up,
right?
Or try something new.
Lily's mother, sister's brother. I'm sorry. I know that's not where we are in the chat. But... oh, Wayne, you cracked me up. I don't even know where we are in the chat, but that was funny. Sorry. Where are we? Em's going to Ollie. Where somebody's going to church. We need a little churching up. What is happening? Why are we talking about church?
I don't know.
Em, why are you going to church?
Em sinned.
That's valid.
Another big concerning for me is the fact that it's two writers. Yeah, I know they write a lot of stuff together and stuff, but you know, one of them might have one way they want to go, the other one might have another way they want to go.
Right.
So I think that's definitely concerning.
Which can cause turmoil. Like one of them might be a Stuther and the other one might not be.
Yes. So we're going to get that again.
So Spyglass wants 2 more of these films. So
say 8 and 9.
Yeah. So if that's the case, and this is a little scary to say, then why not have them write both? That way they can get the whole story out in two movies instead of 1. What they need to do is they need to rebuild the cast, and we need like people to live, but we also need people to die better.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have been nice in 7 if Ben lived. Like they don't have to massacre everybody. The people that they chose to live for me in 7 really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like that theater guy should have died gloriously.
Really didn't even really need to be in there. It was really just that one scene.
Yeah, and he's such a douche. But I mean, he definitely could have died.
Yeah, Wayne, we kind of talked about this earlier with the Suits. They've done 4 episodes. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough for me.
And I was going to watch Poker Face because the whole thing I read was that they wrote it. They wrote 2 episodes. That doesn't give me a lot either. And I'm not going to watch a show I'm not interested in watching to watch 2 episodes. I did see The Prodigal Son, which was outstanding. Maybe I'll watch their episodes again. Hey. Maybe I'll watch their episodes again. To see, but I mean, that show, the whole thing was just good. So I don't know.
Wayne's saying he wants Gale here to be the opening. I don't.
Me
because
too.
I don't want the next. I don't want the next film to be Sydney focused at all.
100% Gail needs to go.
I'm happy if she goes, but I don't want her to be the opening.
I think she needs to be the opening when she goes.
Well, not if they don't make it Sydney focused. I don't think so, because if she dies and it's not Sydney focused, it doesn't really mean anything.
I think if she goes, though, it'll like make Sid spiral. You know, when we were talking about 7, we said that Sydney needs that moment that's going to destroy her.
Yeah.
They didn't kill Mark because Mark's amazing, and God willing, they don't kill Mark in 8. They're not going to kill Tatum because she's supposed to be the next girl. So who else does Sid have that would devastate her? It's only Gale.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they need to have a Sydney-centric movie in order to move away from Sydney. Because we left 7 still very Sydney-centric. I've never said the word centric so many times. Bill Cosby is Ghostface.
Well, the idea I have, Sydney's in it, but she's not the main focus. I've moved my focus to Tatum and Mark.
Tatum and Mark?
That's my story.
Huh. M's a nun? I don't think that's true, M. I feel like that's a lie. I think we've determined how nun-like I am on Slasher's Chat yesterday. Yes. M joined Slasher and I yesterday for the first 5 episodes of From. If you're interested in that, we're finishing season 1 on Sunday. Good. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to watch. I've seen Suits, so maybe I'd watch those episodes again to see how they were. But
I'm going to have a look and see where the Browns they did right. Written 4 episodes.
Oh my God, Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby. Everyone covered their drinks in this. Oh my gosh, Henry. Oh my God, you guys. She needs, if they write 8 and 9, as like one really long movie. They half it in the middle. She can be the ending kill of 8, leading us into 9. Like Sid sees it happen or what, something like that. It can't just be some random kill in the middle of the thing, though. Like, she needs to go out better than Olivia, and it needs to be more suspenseful than the chase scene in 2, which we all know is very suspenseful. Wayne, that's mean.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. So the first episode they wrote was when I don't know if you remember Suits too well. It was when the whole hostile thing and that was taken over.
Right.
That was the first episode they wrote for that.
I don't remember that being particularly different or anything like that.
What else?
I think I am. I don't want to say it again.
Okay, it's still when Jessica's pissed off at Mike and wants him to quit. So it's still a suspenseful stage here. Okay, away.
Spring Break is different. It's a different location. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to go follow Tatum to college. Lisa Kudrow looks lovely, and I like her wrinkles. She looks beautiful.
Okay,
of course
and then
you do, Wayne.
And when they wrote in season 5 was when Travis Tanner came back to town.
Travis. Well, the takeover stuff was good. Good stuff.
Yes, I remember that. It was very suspenseful and stuff.
Yeah. Thought-provoking. But again, it's a TV show, and they have... And again, what sticks in my craw the most about this whole mess is reading that the Buffy thing got canceled because it was horrible.
See, I didn't exactly hear that. I heard one of the head people there at Hulu wasn't a fan of the original, so they cancelled it that way.
Well, that's what Sarah Michelle was saying, that the guy didn't like it, so he's the reason it got canceled. But everything else I read was that it was wretched. I don't know. I'm surprised, though, that nobody else picked it up.
Well, she reckons people try and do.
It's Buffy, for God's sake. You think somebody'd be all over that? Unless they're somehow contractually stuck with Hulu. But, I mean, that would be really good if that would come out so that we'd have something to assess currently.
Yeah.
On what they're doing.
Of course, Wayne, you got Suits on DVD.
Well, hit us, Slasher. What do you got?
Let us know. Yeah, let us know what you got, Slasher, because I know you did a video a little while ago, so see if you've come up with anything new. No. No for Stu. That's for me, anyway.
I don't want to, but we definitely need an answer. Definitively. The conversation about Stu needs to stop. It's been going on for a long time.
But it will not stop. You could have blown his head. You could have blown his head off in 7 and everyone said he was going to come back for an 8.
That was just AI.
That's how out-handed it is. At least I can admit at least I can say I wanted Stu to come back in 7. He came back as AI, so I was happy I would have liked him to come back at the end. I've admitted that, but I was just happy just to see Matthew Lillard in the role again. So as far as I'm concerned, it's done. Him saying no one will pick it up.
Not if the writing is bad, you're right.
Him saying I have a horrible feeling of how Scream 8 is going to go. Why is that? Okay.
Someone read out some of the script from the new Buffy. It did sound really cringe. Where did you see that? I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I love it. It needs to be unpredictable. Some character development, some logic, and a fantastic. You're right, Wayne. That third act, we haven't had a good one in a while.
It needs to be unpredictable. Some character development, logic, and fantastic scream. Third act. Agree. But if you do go back to the original sort of Screams, it is very possible to do very good character development. You just got to have good writers to do it. I told Shell yesterday if they are going to do Stu's Scream 8, there's their last chance. They need to just do it.
Right. Do it or don't. But like we talked about, either way, it has to be finalized. There has to be, and I don't know how exactly you could do it to make everyone understand that he is dead. 100% done. The only way Stu's coming back is if they remake the original. I don't know how you'd really get that across.
I'm saying if their last chance was really in 3. Yes, it was
I agree.
definitely their best chance, for sure.
I agree. I would love to see the 3 we were supposed to get, even just to read the script.
Darren. I'm saying the last good third act was in 4.
I'll give you that, even though I don't really like it.
Well, that was really only one of them. That was Guy Busick, who was the Stu person with radio silence. Okay.
That's right, Em. I don't say I'd like it, though. It's just because I hate 7. 4's moved up.
4's still on the bottom.
Yeah.
4's still on the bottom for me.
I co-piloted information about these writers, and it says the studio needs to calm the fan base, which is what we've been saying, rebuild the cast, establish a new tone, prove the franchise is still viable, which is a big fight after what we got, and then set up the next decade of films. And this thing says, and the Zuckermans are the kind of writers who can build structure, build characters, build mystery, and build longevity. That's why they were hired. If that's the truth, I mean, then I mean, that's definitely a positive for them, but I just don't know. I think 3's too much. I don't think we can have more than 2. Although I would like another solo. I did like Roman.
I wanted to go back to 1. That's what I was hoping for 7, to be honest.
Yeah, 3's too many. Even if Kyle. Carl was like a third of a killer, so we had like 2 1/3, but
to be honest, the writer for Scream 8 should be someone who has experience in horror, especially in slasher movies, who know about mystery and suspense. And
well,
Kyle,
apparently they have the mystery and suspense nailed, but the rest of it I'm unclear on.
Yes, I agree with you, Kyle. And me and Em kind of talked about this. We wanted the writer from not Ready or Not. We've already had that. Happy Death Day.
Yeah, it'll never happen though, Wayne.
Definitely not. Can't have Sydney around forever, so they got to write something new. So I'm happy if Tatum takes over the franchise from now on. Isabel May.
Look, here's my thing on Tatum taking over, and I'm fine with it. I really like Isabel May, but they're saying, they're not going to be, here it is again, Sydney centric, and Tatum's going to take over. You cannot have, the only way to make it completely Tatum's movie is to kill Sydney, because even if you have her as a 65-year-old grandma with a walker, that woman will go to the ends of the earth to defend her children. So the only way to move completely on from Sydney is to kill her off. Or make her, he goes a little too crazy and he makes her a vegetable or something. She cannot be a viable option to fight Ghostface. So she either has to be dead or brain dead. That's just my thought.
That is your thought, and I'm going to disagree because she wasn't in 6, and I didn't miss her, to be honest, at all.
But that wasn't her. It wasn't her kids. It wasn't her children involved. But even so, like if Ghosty's going after Tatum, guarantee you that Nev's or Sydney will be there.
Yeah, I've got Sydney's in my story that I have, but she's just not the main focus. She's behind. So Mark and Tatum are the focus. Sydney gets wind of what's going on. She goes after them without going too far into it. Is what I have. What's Wayne got? Riders for 5, 6, and 7 all had massive problems. Lazy and 7 lazy. Okay. And move on. Kyle saying, happy Death Day. Writers did amazing with the mystery. Agree with that. But before me and Em talked about this, I actually thought Christopher Landon did that as well. So I know Christopher Landon was supposed to direct 7. So even if he came back and even if they give these 2 chicks a boot and he ends up writing it, I'd be very happy with that myself. Tatum is bland. I can see your point, but I can sort of see him doing like a Sam with her. You know how Sam was sort of bland in 5, and then all of a sudden she picked things up in 6. So I can see that happening with Isabel May.
I would love Kirby to come back.
I think everyone would like Kirby to come back.
Nice job with Centric, M. Right. I agree, M.
Well, Em, you know my story better than anybody, so you know where my point is. Hence, Tatum needs to go somewhere away from Sid and Mark, not college, spring break, somewhere without parents.
Yeah, not college. I agree, Wayne. But spring break, that's an excellent idea.
That is a good one.
Ghosty running on the beaches of Florida. That'd be something.
Scream without Sydney is not Scream for me. I don't care enough about Tatum to want to follow her story. Yeah, I can see your point, but my point is we've got to, if they're going to keep going on with Scream, they've got to move on. They got to move on eventually.
And Nev/Sydney is 52 years old. She's not going to be running from Ghosty in 10 years. She'll build a fortress like Jamie Lee Curtis did, and then I'm going to be really pissed off.
It's only so many times Sydney can get attacked. I agree. Scream is Sydney. Well, look at all these Sydney lovers we got here. Yeah, but do we really want to go that route and start bringing everyone back?
No.
I don't.
But we know Kirby's alive.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know what you do with her.
Go. I suppose really she's still got to be working for the FBI, I guess.
I would think so.
But
That's
probably
why I
wouldn't.
thought it was weird that she wasn't at Sid's. That she wasn't in 7.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, she didn't call Sid or something because, you know, I tracked the Ghostface killers and yet we had 3 days of Ghostface killers and nothing.
Scream 8 should pick up after... Oop. Scream 8 should pick up after 8. I mean, I know what you meant 7. Hospital. Oh, you want Mark to die in the opening? That's ballsy.
Oh no, that is ballsy. I don't care who dies, but I love Joel McHale in this movie, so he can't die. Joel McHale is out. He's got to keep him.
But love your thoughts, Slasher, obviously.
I'm with you, Em.
Nah. Move on.
But I do agree eventually we're going to have to move on. But we can't just slide into Tatum without wrapping up Sid's storyline. I don't think it'll ever be anybody that's not in Sydney's family. But then what are we doing with these 2 new kids in 8? These little brats. Are they going to be at grandma's again?
I don't know. Or maybe they might not even use them.
Yeah, we don't need minor children.
Wayne's saying go for it on a surfboard.
That's a great visual, Wayne. I love it.
Bit of Point Break.
And that should be your next profile picture. You and Ghosty on a surfboard.
Bit of Point Break, you reckon, Wayne? Ghostface surfing the breaks. Yeah. I can agree with him. If they wrap this up, for sure. Enough has got to be enough at some point. That's true, Wayne, definitely.
Agreed. And I have no idea. It left my brain. Sorry.
I was just going to say, you can have good character build up, but obviously you got to have that right. You got to have the writers to do that. You know, all the Scream films have all been the same sort of length, or sort of around about there. But look at the character development so quick in the earlier films than what we get in the later ones. Thanks, Henry.
You look amazing too, Henry. Oh, absolutely. She looks outstanding.
All right, I'm going to hate on both of you again, but Nev Campbell's never done it for me. Writing is the key, yeah. Like blue cheese, isn't it?
Blue cheese is gross.
Yes, old cheese stinks.
It's lumpy. Cheese should never be lumpy.
Aged like fine wine. Fine spirits. Noted surfboard.
Next month it'll be a surfboard, Wayne.
That'll be funny.
Where has Russell been? We haven't had Russell in a while.
Not since Memory of the Killer. Are you saying there's not much to do with Tatum?
No, I think he's saying there's not much to do with Sid, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's been doing this for a while. But my point with that is, if Ghostface is going after her family, Sydney will be in that movie. She will be there to help fight with her family. the only way to move on from Sydney and keep it in her family, like with Tatum, is you have to kill her off.
But we know that's never going to happen.
Right. You have to kill her off or make her a veggie. One or the other.
Only since 5 she has done it for me. Okay.
Oh, I've loved her from day one. It's hard to have two storylines in a movie like this, so I don't know. Let's see what chat or this thing has to say.
Wayne saying sit in a coma.
I mean, she would be out of commission. I mean, it's shitty, but she's not dead. Let's see. They need a new long-term cast. So we still have Chad and Mindy. They need a new anchor, a new friend group, so more people to be friends with Chad and Mindy. A new emotional center. And characters who can carry it into 9 and 10.
Yeah, but
the Zuckermans have a track record of building ensembles that audiences attach to. I don't see them building anything.
Wouldn't Chad and Mindy be the camera and the news focus?
The what?
Wouldn't Chad and Mindy be the sort of like the news crew and the cameraman?
Well, they would be, but they need like a new friend group. It can't just be Chad and Mindy. We don't have Sam and Tara anymore, so we need, like, we had Tatum and Billy and Stu, so we need somebody to be with them that's not Gail.
Calm down, Em.
I'm not a pervert.
I totally slipped my mind then. I was going to say, well, she is from the UK, but she's from Canada.
Canada. He's Canadian.
Yeah. Land of the maple syrup. Or Sydney moves to Sydney, Australia. I'd be down if they filmed a movie, Scream movie down here. They did it for I Know What You Did Last Summer, so why not?
I can see it happening.
For me personally, I think if they were going to bring any of them two back, it would be Sam, not Tara.
Yeah, we can live without Tara. I think the more important character out of those two is Sam. Unless they do something stupid and say that Tara is Stu's kid, which was floating around before 7.
Well, General Ortega, she's become bland, boring. All of her characters are the same.
I don't like her. I never liked her.
At least, what's her real name? We'll just say Sam. At least she's got character. At least she's got character range. She can do different emotions and that during movies. So for the two, I would prefer her. Mia Goth.
Oh, please keep Mia Goth out of it.
She doesn't do it for. She doesn't do it for me either.
Cannot stand her.
Someone who I would like to see come in the Scream franchise though is Jessica Roth from Happy Death Day. She would do good in either role. She would either be either Ghostface, or sort of like one of the main, like I know she'd be too old to be one of Tatum's friend now, so she would have to be like a teacher or something like that.
I can watch it on HBO Max. Look what Shell's doing later.
Or attacked, seriously injured where she couldn't interfere, so sort of like do like the whole what's her name in Halloween Kills, which is in the bed. Wayne saying, imagine Mindy and Chad first on the scene, dead body yet revealed to them is Gale.
And then they kill Gale off like in a Ghostface flashback. Because we'd have to see it. Gale can't. She's not the type of character that can just die. I mean, they can roll up on some weirdo that Ghosty stabs to death. But we need to. I mean, she's been in 7 movies, for God's sake. We are invested in Gale.
Yeah, well,
whether you like her or don't like her. And I know that's a split decision.
Yeah, well, I sort of think in 7, when they showed Gale's more like vulnerability, you know, like she's got like nerve damage and stuff. I think she'll be a lot easier to take out now.
Yeah, but I bet you she still puts up a hell of a fight.
Agreed.
Oh my God,
no.
Wayne.
No.
I'm gonna go with no.
We don't need a Scream multiverse. Thank you, Slasher, for reminding me, Melissa Brera. I'm hitting myself in the head right now for forgetting her name. I don't really care about Sam and Tara's story, but I'd be interested to know more about the Christina Carpenter angle. Her mother? Well, I do think if we did get
in these movies, the parents. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, I think if we did get 7, I think Christina probably would have been in it.
Probably.
That's my point. That's my thought on that. Agree, I'd like to see something where we've not seen. Definitely for sure. And you know how I've talked about it. I wasn't an overly big fan of the Motive in 7, but I will definitely be all for it if they take a swing and go for something new again. I'm definitely down for that.
I like the Motive in 7. I just didn't like the presentation of the Motive, if you will.
Well, I like it more now. But I do.
I think it's definitely something you'd enjoy more. You see it. I just can't get myself to watch it.
I do like I said, I do like it more now, but I did appreciate the fact that they took a swing with something different. Sam won't come back, at least not with radio silence. Well, Slasher, Melissa Brera did work with radio silence. It's more Spyglass. Because remember,
Spyglass is the one that
Radio Silence was Abigail. More agreeing with M. Joshua, he's too old now.
Yeah, he's my age. Well, and he's Nev's age. Although we can have an old fart as a ghosty. We had Dermot Mulroney. Alien Ghost. Wayne, are you drinking again?
How many you had to drink? Scream 7 third act was rushed. Yeah, I definitely get that point, but it's definitely the more that I've watched it, the more I accept it.
I feel the third act was rushed quite a bit as well, Wayne. I didn't really feel that there was a third act. I felt that we got an extended second act because there was really no breaking point as to where you go from 2 to 3. I didn't get that feeling.
Pretty much for me, when they show that screenshot of Sydney actually running up a thing, that's where I pretty much class the third act from. Which would be interesting. I should actually do that how I did with the openings. I should actually see how long the ending endings went for. Wayne saying spy ass. That's a good one. On which point, Em?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Well, you know me, I like to be different and try and stir up the pot a little bit. All good. Em's having a laugh. Supernatural ghost face. Yeah, but then it's just going to piss more people off. You might as well just do another. You might as well do another Halloween film from that.
Yeah, let's not.
Lynn Shay as Ghostface.
Shay. Who's that?
She's an older woman who's in a lot of horror movies. Just type it.
Looking her up.
You will know when you see what. Do you want to be walking around? Do you want it to be with a zipper frame? That's pretty much what it would be. Oops. Oh, you said people are agreeing with me, so I'm like, why not? Hey, if people want to agree with you, they can agree with you. We're all here to have our opinions.
Oh, Insidious lady. Yeah.
Yes.
That would be great. I like her a lot. Definitely the manipulator. Yeah, she's she's a little too old to be ghosty, but yeah, I don't like what we got either.
Insidious.
Thanks, Sam. I really like her. I like her in the Insidious movies, and I know it's not a really popular opinion, but I like those movies.
Just a joke, Em. Pauly Shore. No thanks.
Steven's still on the planet.
Yeah,
Such
he's
a
still
weird little dude.
He's still around. I saw him on it. He did an Instagram thing the other day.
You don't need amen to that. Let's stay away from that.
Hell no. Melissa McCarthy can stay the hell away from Scream.
Rebel Wilson, she'd sing some Bella songs from Pitch Perfect while she's stabbing people.
Great cruiser manipulator. How?
I think so too, Em. She'd be really good.
Yeah, she could definitely do like a whole Mrs. Loomis.
She could be like what you're just saying, right? Your next comment, a mastermind, just not killing everybody. Yeah, I agree. That's really good. I like that.
Em's making some good points.
I think we should write to these writers and say, look.
Now we got Wayne on that.
Don't talk about that. And we don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk about I'll always know what you did last summer.
Mask comes off and she's all crazy asked.
That would be funny, Em. I really like that idea.
Billy's.
I like it. Billy's grandmother.
Yeah. Didn't see it coming, did you? All right, I've got a question for everyone. So when are we thinking Scream 8's going to start filming? I'll be very surprised if it's before November.
Hi.
I would think, October, November. That's my thought.
What the hell did that high come from?
I bumped something on my laptop.
Okay. I thought you were watching like the last act of
No.
For the whole.
No. Hi.
Yeah.
No, really. Hi. Rebecca Gayheart.
I'm saying you should write. You two should write Scream.
I think we should, for God's sake.
I thought that was our thing. I thought that's what we were doing. That's fine. I know Ron wanted.
Well, we'll have 3 or 4 writers. The awesome foursome. That's what we'll be credited as. Showtime. Welcome.
Welcome. We don't need Sydney anymore. Her story is complete. Well, I would have agreed with you there, but now that she's come back for 7, now they've got to do something with her again. Where if she didn't come back in 7, the way how they kind of said, she was off having a happy place. in 6.
Right. That was the time to stop Sydney's story before 7.
Peter Evans as Ghostface. Good point.
Wayne's asking if you mean Evan Peters.
I believe.
Or,
Yeah, I believe.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know who Peter Evans is, but do you mean
I
Evan Peters?
I believe he's meant to say Evan Peters from obviously American Horror Story and Dahmer and that type of stuff.
Outstanding. He should have all the awards.
Good casting there, Slasher. But the thing is, because he's played the baddie so many times, I think people just suspect it. Because that's probably the route that would go. Possibly. Zendaya as Sam's cousin.
I don't know about that one.
M saying end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And we'll get it at the end of next year.
Okay. $2027. Yeah, that's definitely. I think that'll definitely be the release, like when we'll see the movie. Timothy Elephant back as Mickey. Secret twin brother Ricky. Well, he would definitely be an old Ghostface. But yeah, he could pull it off. Okay. How much more do they got to do with her? She's got a happy ending. Saved the kid at the end. Okay, we just read that. What do you think? What do you think is that of Mrs. Hembry? Do we even know there is a Mrs. Hembry?
No wedding ring.
Yeah.
I mean, not that means 100%, but.
Just read that as well. Stupid comments. Kirby at least has a big question mark.
Yeah, I'd be okay if they brought Kirby back.
Yes, I would love Kirby to come back myself. We have no idea what's happening on with Kirby's personal life, professional life, etc. at this point. Zero closure. Well, I remember that one point I meant to be doing some bloody series with that, but then that ended up going nowhere.
Yeah, that just kind of dropped off the map. Was there any kind of I wasn't really following it. Was there any sort of reason as to why it stopped?
Not really. They just stopped talking about it. It was like they were building up the idea and then they just stopped. They never had a production date or any sort of casting or anything like that. We need to see her again. Agreed.
Why are we really big?
Because you're bashing your screen and you made it speak.
My keyboard's not working.
Probably maybe she passed away peacefully in her old age.
Finally aged wine and a slice of blue cheese. Oh, anything's possible.
Just to let everyone know, we've probably got to wrap this up very soon because we've got to do me and Shell. We've got to do a double watch party soon of Smile and Smile 2. So we'll go through these comments for a bit more and then we'll wrap this one up. Yeah, never had any showrunners or anything. I believe it was just just a big idea. True. Have you muted, Shell?
Yeah, I was coughing.
Okay. Hey, almost. Did we miss something, Em?
Smile? Is that what you're talking about, Em?
Yes. If you're talking about Smile, Em, yes, we are. That is today. I can see everyone's point, but radio silence writing doesn't bother me as much as some people. But yeah, they did radio silence, and they're definitely better with their original stuff. Full
right,
show
Em.
weekend with me this weekend.
Yep, me and Em all weekend. Look out! I'm ready too, Em. Yes, Smile is next.
Yeah,
Double
Smile is
feature.
next.
All right,
Yes.
Em, I thought that's what you meant.
Yes.
Well, you're right, Showtime. Once they finally decided to market it, which took them a minute, it made you almost have to go see it. It was so.
Lost you. Shell, you muted.
My throat, sorry. I said the marketing, once they finally started to do it, really made you feel like if you didn't go, you were missing out on the event of the year. It took them a minute to get their marketing going, though, which I was okay with.
Nice. Thank you, Sasha. We appreciate you want to hang around for both Smiles.
Excellent.
Excited for Smile 3? Has that even started filming yet? Or was it still pre-production? I wasn't a big fan of.
To have IMDb.
I wasn't a big fan of Smile 2, so I've kind of dropped off the planet with Smile.
I've heard that 2 is not so hot. Pre-production. They have a writer and a director, and that's
okay. Em's not into Smile, but Em, you love smiling. So you got to be into some form of smiling. I'll watch the watch party though. Smile 2 was great, even better than. See, I'm the opposite. I actually like the original more than the second one. My favorite part in the second one was actually the start with oh fucking everyone's mind's going past me now. Kyle Gowner.
You're having a day like I usually have, where I can't remember anything. I can hear it when you talk, Em.
I've seen you smile a fair bit. And I know when I talk to you, I know you're smiling behind that screen. Yes, Kyle, I can't wait to see that video.
Is that uploading today, Kyle?
Yes.
Okay. That's right.
You're
Absolutely,
Slasher. You're probably already in the movie room now, aren't you, Slasher? Well, British people do like to smile. They're kind of like the Australians. We like to have a good time. All right. Shell meant when you talk, you can tell you got that happy vibe to
You
you.
can tell in your tone when you type that what you're saying, you're smiling.
Yes. You know, when some people talk and they're pissed off, you can hear it in their voice. You're the opposite. You want to kill? You're killing me.
Well, she's certainly not killing me.
What did I do to you, Em? Shell, you ready to wrap this one up?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh no. Oops. Yeah, a lot of people I know can take a joke. It's the way it's got to be. No point living in life and getting pissed off about everything all the time. What a sad life that is. I don't think we take jokes very well. Yes, you do, Em. All right, everyone, we're going to wrap this one up. Do you need to do anything, Shell, before we start the next one?
Nope.
All right. Probably give us about 10 minutes and we'll head over to the smile room and we'll get that watch party started. Thanks, Howard, everyone. Appreciate it. We like the conversation. We like your opinions. And we'll see you all soon for a smile. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for stopping in.